Okay, I'm not going outside because it's cold, but I am going to show you that we had snow. Probably had about an inch. We had a lot of rain, and then it turned to snow. We didn't think anything would stick, but it stuck. So, just showing you. No work today. Oh my God, I wish I could have got her earlier trying to back this pickup up. Honey, you are the worst driver ever. I laughed so hard, it was so funny. Well, we did manage to get a little bit more snow last night. It didn't look like much, maybe an inch, or that's what they're saying. So, I put a new bumper on the new F-150. She didn't come through with fog lights. On the 250, I mean. She didn't come through with fog lights, so I got a new bumper installed with fog lights because I had fog lights on all my other videos. And I cannot stand not having fog lights. Especially when we go to Ohio or Western Maryland or something like that at nighttime when we're driving. It really makes a big difference on the roadway when we're rolling up there for 10 hours. So, that's why I got a new bumper installed with fog lights because, and you say, why didn't you buy the new pickup with fog lights? Well, the pickups like her that had the fog lights on it and some other, little bit of other things were probably $15,000, $20,000 higher. And I did that right there for 800 bucks. So that's why. I bought the bumper. Gary, you've seen him on here in earlier videos. He helped build things around here. He's my hunting buddy. Got it up in Baltimore. It was a new takeoff of a 21, same as her. And they put like some new construction bumper on their pickup they bought. And that was a brand new one. So took it down to Pittsville, got it put on. Nothing like fog lights and LED bulbs. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. So, and Miss Eastern Shore Farmer, she's driving it right now because her vehicle, she hit a deer. It's up at the dealership, the body shop, getting fixed right now. So, we're down a vehicle for another week. So, she's driving it. That scares me, but it is what it is. It's pretty much her pickup too. So, it's cold. I'm gonna go ride around just see what things look like today. All right, good morning. It is Sunday. And I've noticed I try to hold the camera as far away as I can, but when you watch my videos, it's like, this is what you see. So I try to hold it away, but it is what it is. So it is Sunday, and Miss Eastern Shore Farmer and Miss Rachel Rachel is Ben's wife, she's pregnant with the little girl. They went to Annapolis to go shopping for the baby. So if you want to buy some girl baby clothes or donate to her, everything's in the About section on my link. You can send them something if you want. And but right now so it's boring at the house because no football. The Bucks don't play until 3. I thought it was 1, but it's 3. So instead of me sitting home, I'm gonna take her with this tractor. We got to service it, clean the inside, just crap like that. But instead of me sitting home, I'm gonna fool around with it a little bit. Not much, but just do a little bit today. Probably get the oil drain and change. So that's all that's really going on. I really don't have to be up here today, but I couldn't sit at the house any longer. I was so bored. So I'm gonna do that. I do want to check the alternators on her. She's got 2 alternators. And we have another 8330-5R just like her. And the alternator on these tractors sit right in front of the cab window in the back part of the hood, you know, up against here. I'll show you. And I tell you, man, ever since we've owned it, she makes a loud humming noise. And I didn't pay no attention to it. But we bought the other 8335R. And let me get this hood up. And that tractor doesn't make it. It's real quiet. So I'm thinking, and we always have problems once we put her away for the year, starting her back up. So you remove these right here and the alternators. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're down in there. I mean, it doesn't look like it's really a fun job to deal with, but there's something, it makes a loud humming noise. And it's always done it since we've had it, but we do use her a lot, so she normally starts up, but when we put her away wintertime, for some reason she won't start. And we put new batteries in her, and if you leave her sit for a little while, she still won't start. But that humming noise, there's something in that right there where that alternator is that hums and makes a loud noise, and it gets on your nerves. But like I said, I never paid attention to it because this is the first R tractor we own, so I didn't know if they were supposed to do that or not. But then when we bought the other one, it doesn't do it. It's real quiet. Now there is a difference in transmissions, and one has the IVT and mine has the power shift. Everybody told me I should take the other one where she's got the IVT for planting because I plant. But I like this tractor. You know, it's my tractor. I've had it now for two years. The other tractor is my brother's tractor. And honestly, I don't like the IVT. Yeah, it is smooth when you want to just take off and go, but you know, I've gotten so used to the power shift. When I get in the IVT, it doesn't feel right. So I like the power shift. I mean, I'm sure if I drove the IVT more, I'd like it more, but for planting, they said you can set your speed perfect, but I set my speed. I plant corn in 7th gear, and I plant beans in 8th gear. So it seems to work pretty good for me. So it's the right speed. When I plant corn, I do not go fast. I like to plant slow. It keeps my population. The John Deere guy said it didn't matter if you sped it up a gear or two, but when I do, I can see my population goes down. If I'm planting 32,000 in 7th gear, it holds 32,000. If I speed up to 8th gear or 9th gear, it might drop to 30, 31, and you know, that's not what I'm planting. I want to plant 32. So speed does seem like it matters, even though they tell me it doesn't. It does. But here's all the filters that we got. Lindy, the John Deere girl, we already did the 4830. She marked everything for what they go to. That's 680. That way, one year they did it, and it was a nightmare trying to figure out what filter went to what. You know, when they just put everything in a box and did it. And then the John Deere guy last year from the Salisbury store, he actually separated everything in different boxes for each piece of equipment. That made it nice. So I asked Lindy, you know, Pokemon, if she could do that. But what she did, she put it in a box and just wrote what it went for on top. So I can look in the box, see it goes for that tractor. I don't have to go through the paperwork and try to figure out where it goes where. So she really helped me out a lot on that. So I'm just going to get the filters out and get them up here to the tractor. I'm going to let the oil drain on her for a little while. It's cold, so I'm sure it'll drain slow. I could probably start her up. Probably drain quicker, but I'm not going to. So I do got the turbo heater on, getting the shop warm. Like I say, I'll probably work up here for an hour, something like that. Then I'll probably go over Ben or Mr. Johnny's, bullshit with them for a little while, and then hopefully football starts. Now, I was very excited last night. The 49ers beat Green Bay Packers. Who would have ever saw that coming? Nobody would have ever saw that coming. I mean, I know that the 49ers beat the Cowboys because the Cowboys suck. But I didn't think that the 49ers, both number one seeds, lost yesterday. Tennessee got beat by Cincinnati, too. So they should have ran that big running back a lot more. The Titans should have. I mean, they used him, but their quarterback always wants to pass. But, you know, he was getting intercepted and not getting catches. But when they ran, I forget what that guy's name is, their big running back. I mean, when he was running through people. He was gaining yards, and they kept going away from it. It's so stupid. Of course, I'm not a Titans or a Cincinnati. I don't care who won that game, but I am glad that Green Bay won, because if the Bucs can win today, I think we can beat the 49ers. I wasn't kind of sure about Green Bay. I mean, Green Bay's a tough team, especially you got to play in Green Bay. Now, Brady, he's used playing in cold weather because of New England. But I wasn't sure if he could beat Green Bay, but the 49ers defense did a hell of a job yesterday on containing Green Bay's offense. I mean, they did a good job. So, but let's hope that the Bucs win today, and then they can play the I hope we beat the 49ers. I hope we win today, and then, you know, I just hope Brady makes it back to another Super Bowl. So he's a good quarterback. So, and I'm sure all my fans out there like Tom Brady. So, hey, he went to 2 teams and won with both teams, so it wasn't the coach, it was obviously him. So, let me get this stuff out and then get some more video going. So let me get this. Now, the first time I ever did this, I had to call John Deere and figure out where the oil plug was at. It's right here. It's built into the frame, actually, of the tractor. I didn't know that. It's going to run slow where it's cold out. Let me get you up here. Yeah, it's built right into the frame of the tractor. That's pretty, I guess that's good. Let me take this cap off. It always helps it drain quicker, it seems like. I got some ceramic coating. I'm thinking about once I get her serviced and cleaned up, I'm gonna clean the cab and the windows. She's just a little dusty from sitting in the other storage barn, but wipe her down real good. I'm gonna touch the frame up, and I'm thinking about trying that ceramic coating on it and seeing how that works out. And don't forget, you know, we got another running electro, baby. you the oil filters that are in these tractors now. I had no idea until we got one of these. These right here are the oil filters that go in these great big motors, tractors. That's the oil filter. That's all it is. No more, you know, it used to be the great big metal ones, you know, we got on everything else. It's not like that anymore. And it goes right inside this bowl right here, where it goes. So that's what it entails anymore. All right, so I got it serviced, or I got at least the oil changed and new oil added. I got the oil filter changed, all the air filters changed. I didn't do the one inside the cab, it's a little one. I don't even think she gave it to me. But they did forget to give me the fuel filters for her. So can't change the fuel filters until I get them from John Deere. I'll probably get them tomorrow. And then I'm gonna check the alternator tomorrow. My brother will be here tomorrow, so I still gotta change both hydraulic filters. Do that tomorrow. The main thing I just wanted to come up here and take it and get the oil changed. So I got that done. Tomorrow I'll clean the cab, windows, go get the fuel filters, get that done. Put the hydraulic filters on, the fuel filters on. I'll get all that done. And then we'll pull this panel off and check the alternator and the belt and everything. It's got to be something with that. It's whining. Right? Where's my hand at? There's the alternator. It's whining somewhere in here. So the guy on a farm on YouTube, he's a John Deere mechanic. Let me see what his name is. It's actually called ZT Master Tech is what I think it is on YouTube. He was working on a fan drive belt, which I've replaced that this year. I had to put a new, I figured that out, and actually I figured that out from YouTube. And I asked him a question about it on one of his things, and he told me to check the alternator and the belt. That's where the hum is coming from. So, you know, we'll see what that is. And the other thing I don't like about these tractors is the one thing, tomorrow we got to pull this cover off. They need to make this cover, instead of a bolt up cover, make it a quick latch cover, because you got to get in there all the time for something. And if you don't have the tools with you, it's a pain in the ass. But inside that fan in the front of her, you got to take a plug out of the fan hub and put a grease fitting in it and grease it. Why, I don't know why they didn't make something different to service it. I mean, and I didn't even know about it until I replaced the belt. I was looking on YouTube and they were telling me there's a fitting in there where you put a grease fitting to grease it. Well, nobody ever told me that. All the time John Deere's been down here before, nobody's ever said anything. So I took the plug out, got a grease fitting. It was in one of my other videos the other year, and I greased it. So I don't think you have to do it often. I normally do it at the beginning of the season, put a good amount of grease in it, and then I don't fool with it after that. But it's just the point of what you have to go through to get to that point. I mean, it is not easy. It is a simple, I mean, it's a very nightmarish thing to have to do. I don't know why they did that, but that's what they did. So, who knows? But anyway, that's the end of the video today. Not very long, not much going on other than working on my girl. This is my baby. I'm in her all the time. That's pretty much what I'm in. It's her or the sprayer. So it's nice to have a nice tractor with a nice cab. I really like the you know, I've been in 8330s and stuff like that, 8420s. I tell you, the R Series cab beats anything that I've been in. I've been in my buddy's new style cases and everything, and I tell you, I love the R Series cab. Now, I've been in the new, you know, these are here, like the 8335R with the new ones that are 8R, and then they got the 340 or whatever the horsepower is. I got one of them cabs the other week. Them cabs are nice, but them tractors cost $500,000. You know, because you got to buy them new. There's not many used ones around because they're so new. But I am very happy with this cab. I love it. Now my brother has cloth seats in his R, and I got leather. And I will tell you that I do like the cloth better than the leather because you slide around too much in the leather seat. But you know, that's what I got. It is nice, you know, but it's what I got, so I deal with it. The only downside of a whole John Deere cab is an active seat. I want to control the up and down on it. I don't want that thing just all of a sudden, you know, keeping that, you know, it comes on all the time and keeps the air up and down. I mean, it's just, I like setting it and being done, but you can't change anything on these seats. You know, they automatically start buzzing you up and this and that, and then you're too far from the pedals, and that's the downside I see on these cabs. I mean, comfort level, I like all the controls, everything they do, but that active seat where it goes up, if you hit a bump or something in the field, I can't stand it. That's the downfall of that cab. If they could make a switch so you could turn that off, you could just do it manually, great, but I am not an active seat. I can't stand it. I hate it. That's the only thing about John Deere I don't like is the active seat, where they automatically go up and adjust themselves while you're riding it. And I don't like that. I want to have control of how high or how low I want it. So, but anyway, I'm done for today. I'm gonna go watch football, make hot dogs, chili cheese in the crock pot. Remember the 3 crock pot? I'm gonna do that. I might stop over with Mr. Johnny's, talk to him and Ben for a little bit. So like, subscribe, share, and not much going on other than just tinkering. It's Sunday. Shouldn't be up here, but like I said, the women went shopping. So everybody congratulate Rachel on her little girl too. See you.